I'm happy to be here with Tom Darell and Sebastian Barros from Ericsson. I've got a couple of serious questions to ask them about which way the industry is heading. Tom, Sebastian, welcome. Good to see you again. Firstly, smartphones and mobile broadband are really transforming network usage, and quite radically. The business models that once promised, so much to the industry are being challenged. Tom, how is that happening, and what are we doing to solve the problems?
Yes, Ericsson envisions that by 2020 we will have more than 50 billion connected devices. We call this the network society, where everything that can benefit from a connection will be connected. And this is changing societies, the way we interact, the way we innovate new services, and the commercial reality for the operator needs to be adapted to this new reality.
And Sebastian, how do you see the future of the telecoms industry in terms of transformation?
In the context of this network society, we believe there are four main pillars of this transformation when it comes to operators. The first one is related to the ability for operators to build new ecosystems. So they will need to address new verticals like the automotive industry, utility businesses, which is different. The second one is related to manage an unprecedented number of subscribers and connections. So we talk about these 50 billion connected devices. So you can see that we're not talking the range of millions, we're talking the range of billions. The third one is also to handle an unprecedented number of data growth. And that data growth, our latest study shows that between 2012 until 2018, data will grow 12 times. So that's the exponential amount of data that we need to handle. But last but not least, is also to innovate in new business models outside the traditional way of selling voice and SMS and data.
Tom, how can operators innovate and monetize their digital services? And where are the opportunities these days?
First of all, we see that operators already are addressing this through the creation of digital service business units, which is addressing the need to monetize on the vast amount of data and the data increase that Sebastian is talking about. And secondly, the operators also need to develop new value proposition, new services towards enterprises and industry verticals. And I think one example of that is the recent Volvo Ericsson launch of the connected car, where the driver and passenger can access applications and services in the car, turning the car into an advanced smartphone in reality.
Sebastian, what are the most important aspects of this transformation we're seeing?
I think there are five main aspects that operators need to consider and where we are mainly working with them. The first one is to sharpen their operations. So they really need to automate, modernize and optimize processes, systems and ways of working. Today we see that in Southeast Asia and Asia Pacific, still many of these things are done in a manual basis. But of course, when you're handling that amount of traffic, that amount of subscribers, it's not possible. So you need to create a future-proof architecture. The second one is about enable data monetization. Operators are sitting in a great network capabilities, that they can really use in order to create sustainable differentiation. One case is end-to-end quality of service. The third one is about realized time to market. So we see that operators need to increase the time and agility to create new value propositions, get it fast to the customers in a good way and in a way that also is aligned to many other verticals than the traditional voice and SMS services. The fourth one is about enable customer experience. So operators are sitting in a goldmine of information that they can use in a real-time basis to really capture, monitor, analyze, and enhance the experience in order to create more advocacy, but also to increase the upselling opportunities for these subscribers. Last but not least is about enabling new business models and ecosystems. And I think there where operators should be focusing on is to create a future-proof blueprint in terms of OSS, BSS, and IT architecture that can help them to really drive new verticals and some paradigms like cloud enablement, big data analytics, and also the eruption actually of new business models.
Tom Darell, Sebastian Barros, thanks for helping me out with those questions. Thank you.